Welcome back to you, my baby dolls, for another most special and yummy update. Uncle Bobby is what we're going to be starting off with today. Check it out, friends. My friend and uncle, my favorite uncle, Uncle Bobby, is very bearish on the aspect of an alt season. So I love taking different views from people. And remember, friends, a lot of people, why they pretty much screw up, not just in markets, but in life, they screw up because they commit to everything too much. You know, like, friends, everything's a game, a simulation. We're in the Matrix, man. You don't really have to absorb everything 100%. That's why a lot of retailers and institutional retailers as well, pretty much, they love buying high. They love buying into narratives. They love believing their own bullshit. It's human nature. We pretty much do this stuff, right? But in markets, remember, you're always looking for value. So whether a story is true or not doesn't actually matter. It matters how much everybody is positioned. Remember, I've told you thousands of times, there is actually a secret to markets, and it is positioning. How is everybody positioned? Now, whatever your opinion is on altcoins, you can have an alt season and everything out here, but facts are facts. Everybody is positioned for alt season to never happen, okay? Everyone. And what I mean by everyone is most of the money is positioned against that. So where is the risk here? The risk is that they're wrong, because a large pool of money has to move from one side of the room to the other side of the room. Now, a lot of people, we look for the catalyst that might do it, but that's a waste of time, okay? It's a believer cycle. We don't know what the catalyst is going to be. We don't know how long it's going to take. So I'm just going to show you some quotes here from Uncle Bobby here. For example, crypto has gone all IPO while prior cycle holdouts pray for alt season, okay? So it's gone to like a double entendre word here. Prey as in, you know, prey and predator and prey. So Moon, I mean, there's like 5 companies or less. It's not many, but it's a lot more than that. But that's not the point. It's where the big money wants to play versus chasing little tokens around. So, friends, this is pretty much what people are seeing is they're seeing all these companies do the Bitcoin treasury bubble plus crypto IPOs. So what they're trying to get at, they're trying to get in your head, okay? And they're trying to get their own head. What they're basically saying is that there's translation. They're saying there won't be an alt season because, this is what they're saying, not me. They're saying it won't be an alt season because the leverage risk taking is going to be around crypto companies with actual real cash flow businesses. Now, I love seeing this in the marketplace because pretty much if you can see the narrative other people have let themselves be consumed by, it's a big advantage for you because you just know they're just telling themselves a story. Okay, effectively what they're doing, friends, is as well, is they're looking at this Bitcoin dominance chart. Let me translate it here for you. They're looking at Bitcoin dominance that's been going up for 4 years in a row. Okay, and then actually look at this. So they actually can see, friends, as well here. This is the 12-month chart of Bitcoin dominance. So what they're actually saying is they go, oh, there are 4 green years of Bitcoin dominance, and this thing can easily have a 5th green year to 90%. They're effectively saying that. So we know, friends, that is extremely dangerous thinking. So you pretty much told yourself it's okay to buy high. Now, whatever your principles and beliefs are, it doesn't matter, okay? Bitcoin treasury bubble. We have the crypto IPO bubble forming as well. A lot of these institutions, they don't have any allocations to altcoins, you know, but that's what makes it dangerous because people keep saying, well, no, who knows they're ever going to touch it. Look, man. A lot of people, friends, they put the cart before the horse. You've heard that saying? Yes. So people's biggest misconception in markets is they think institutions run the world. They don't run anything. Retail comes first. The early settlers of a country go there first, right? When Christopher Columbus goes to Americana and the early settlers of America, it was the early settlers. It wasn't the big businesses who came, okay? People go first, known as retailers. They are the heart of it. They're the organs of it. And when they have enough energy and passion and commitment to want to stay in the city or the business, everything else comes after that, okay? New York City, same thing. Every city, go look at it, friends. That's how every country starts with retails, okay? People just go, they look for something bigger and better, okay? Big institutions and these big hedge funds and there's these basically big cucks, right? They don't form anything. They come after there's people and network effects there already, okay? You get it? They don't start anything. They don't take risks. They are in their own field. It makes sense logically as well when you think about it like that. But what people do is they see high candle prices and they go, oh, there must be a reason for this and it's going to continue forever. And people talk about it in different ways, right? Bertram Blomberg, why not both? Well, of course, there are ridiculous gains in plenty of altcoins, but Altseason implies the dumbest of fools can buy any coin and for a brief moment have more money on paper than they will earn in a lifetime. So as you can see, friends, there's a lot of doubt on this Altseason. But this is what, it gets funny, right? Like, we just look at all this doubt, right? Even saying, you will be left behind when it happens then. Oh, sure. So he's just replying. So it's kind of Uncle Bobby being Uncle Bobby, but this is what I find most fascinating, okay? What I found most fascinating is these people call altcoiners retardio fools, but on the other hand, they say leverage FOMO buying Bitcoin is like a genius play. Oh yeah, definitely, that's amazing. Go put pet rock on your balance sheet. That's going to change the world. No, it's not. Who are you kidding, bro? I got Bitcoin. Who are you kidding, dude? You know, so that's what I'm saying, events. This thesis, though, you're not going to believe it. No one's going to believe it until actually the Bitcoin dominance craters and embarrasses everyone. Remember, Ethereum has all the tech and fundamentals for TradFi, known as TardFi, stablecoin supercycle. But no one's going to believe it until the prices move. But if the prices move, you know, catch 22, yeah, there's a bit of a paradox there. Then the prices aren't advantageous for you anymore. Shout out to my friend, Mr. Dr. Pandorum. Oh my gosh, I want these people to feel the pain of Altseason. They will, my friend, they will. Everybody in my feed is talking about an Altseason loading up and the Altseason about to start and the biggest Altseason in history in Altseason concerning. You got to remember Mr. Pulse Hex OG. So most people on your feed, you're in PulseChain and Hex, okay? We're in a bubble. Yeah, and altcoiners, we're all on Twitter. Yeah. Most people in the bigger parts of this crypto industry, they're not on this Twitter stuff. Yes, they're not. Okay, so they're in basically pretty much everything else. You know, look at all the Bitcoin treasury bubble and all this stuff out here. The market doesn't care about these things. That's why you got to be careful about how you see this. That's why it's not about what you see on Twitter. It's about the prices. Okay, that's why, remember I told you the secret to markets is positioning? Well, the market has positioned itself for literally 4 years of up only of Bitcoin dominance here. 4 years of up only, okay? So if you look at the prices, okay, forget our opinions. Literally the prices say no one's ready for Altseason. That's what the prices say, which is crazy because I see it too. Trust me, I see it too, Habibi. I see it too. Let's crank it. It's all over my feeds as well. I'm like, oh, everyone's looking for Altseason. Maybe that's why I won't get one. No. Look at the ratios. Okay. ETH BTC, very low. Stablecoin supercycle, no one even knows what's going on, right? So you're still seeing all these. Also, I've got more evidence just to show you as well. Look at my friend Dennis. Dennis, otherwise known as Virtual Bacon. If you've held altcoins all year and you've underperformed Bitcoin, you need to pivot. It's pretty much, see, friends, like, I'll just dig it. This guy's got 500,000 followers, right? And that's what they're all doing, man. They're all literally all doing that. Dr. Hexologist, my favorite doctor, our favorite doctor, great bottom call. Okay, I know you like bottoms. Effectively, Dennis is saying, okay, which I look, you can follow anyone's financial advice that you want. Okay, I'm not giving financial advice. I personally, I'm as convicted as ever. Yeah, I'm frustrated. It's taking a long time, but that's like everything in life. You know, we all want it to happen now, duh. But I'm just as convicted as ever. I see stablecoin supercycle, Ethereum fundamentals, real world assets, hyperliquid decentralized exchanges, altcoins are the infrastructure of Bitcoin. And when I show you the business cycle, the PMI, okay, people, I know a lot of you do appreciate it. A lot of you actually thanked me because it's like literally like you can actually see the matrix now. The matrix, as like Andrew Tate will call it. Literally, we can see the matrix. But what I've basically shown you is like we're all part of the same entity here, the same cycle. That's the most beautiful part about this, okay? We're still down here. Do you know what would be really concerning? If the business PMI cycle was all the way up here and our prices were down. Now I know we're wrecked. We're actually wrecked. So if you want to know, hey, Tommy, what would actually make you scared? I'll tell you what would make you scared. If we had our prices today, but the business PMI was literally, it was already above 55 to like 60. Okay? That would make me very scared. Why? Because it would tell me that the economy is booming. People are confident. They are going down the risk curve, but they have not chosen anything in crypto or anything that you and I own. Okay, that's how you know. Basically, like, it is what it is. I guess you've lost in that regard. Okay, pretty much, or you just, you completely underperform expectations, right? But we're not there yet. Oh, we're not there. So I don't think it's going to happen at all. We've seen it, friends. People bought JPEGs for $400,000 last cycle, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure things are going to change. So that's why I told you. Friendly reminder, 90% of the crypto industry has been telling you to sell altcoins and chase Bitcoin higher. I don't know when it will reverse, but just keep a mental note of all these signals. We need more patience. The business cycle can't stay wrecked forever, as you get to see, friends. So I hope you are appreciating all that family-friendly content out here. You have Jams win, as I covered before, which is kind of hilarious itself. 99% of crypto Twitter is so dumb. Humans are emotional, friends. We are following our instincts in markets. Unfortunately, it tells you to sell low and buy high. Okay, so I'm just showing you, right? Jams win. We're following our instincts. That's it. We're following our instincts, which is useful out in a tribe. So you don't that's why, friends. We're in a tribe. Humans, we have a worship chain, right? We like to follow the leader. And it's inbuilt in our DNA, because when you're in a tribe in a group, if you're not following the leader, you might get kicked out of the tribe. You don't have enough food. You don't have access to water. You can't breed anymore. Okay. You've got to get kicked out. You're literally out in the jungle by yourself. It's over, right? So people who are well equipped socially to, go along with the tribe and agree with stuff and pretty much, sugarcoat everything. Yeah, you do well. You do well. So this is just all of life. Okay, lubricating social environments like that. Women are very good at this as well. Women naturally born very well equipped with social lubrication, not friction out here. Men will do friction with each other and stuff here and there, but then eventually one man has to respect the other man, and then pretty much it's caveman stuff. This is all built into us. Now here's the thing: you try that in markets, you are sitting duck. You are literally going to get destroyed. Yeah, because there's a limited number of resources. And that's your capital allocation units. So if you are constantly following the crowd and going high, well, here's the thing, man. Eventually, you're going to find scenarios where the crowd is positioned for one move, but then the other thing happens. Yeah. So if you're buying, it's like, I'll give you the example. You keep betting on the tennis match favorite. The favorite's always paying like $1.05. Yeah. One of these days, you're going to get it wrecked, right? You're risking 100 units to make 5 units. Okay, you've got to invert that. That's what we're doing in crypto. If you're buying low, selling high, you're risking 100 units to try and make much more, 2,000 units, right? Or you're risking 5 to make 100. That's what we're doing here. That's what we do when we look at PulseChain, PDI, memes, cults, religions, and everything out here. So that's what we're trying to gear ourselves for. And there's no perfect answer, is it? And so it is. Yeah. There's like I said, you're not going to get this perfection. When it comes to finding these, because there's no formula, I mean, look at this stuff. Look at how plagued with crypto, how tough it is. BeraChain, like other layer 2 Ethereum chains, are becoming ghost towns. PulseChain is a cult chain, and we have P token mania unique edge over there too. PDI and PHEX and PWBTC are all special among heaps of other tokens on PulseChain. So this is a post I'm showing you from Rick. BeraChain is quickly becoming a ghost chain with over $1 billion in net outflows in the past 3 months. So BeraChain, friends, they were originally going to be a layer 1 chain, but then Ethereum announced that they're going to allow everybody to cuck them and make the Ethereum layer 2 city stuff. So BeraChain became an Ethereum layer 2. And what they've done is just have they've got the similar price chart to like PulseChain, right? But like there's no cult or anything out here. Like you see all the net outflows and stuff coming out here. All the inflows have come to Ethereum, Sonic, Unichain out here. Outside of Coinbase, Optimism, BeraChain, these are the past 3 months. So, see what I mean? Like you're hunting for this stuff, but that's why, like, okay, you can't just go buy any chain, any coin or whatever, and expect a good result. You're not going to get that. You have to see what everybody's positioned as. Everyone on crypto Twitter was talking about BeraChain. You know that? Because they were farming the airdrop. Yeah, everyone on crypto Twitter, everybody. So just showing you like a lot of the market have priced it in, and then guess what? There's no cult, bro. As soon as you're done, someone just goes and copy pastes the airdrop thing somewhere else. There you go. It's gone. That's what makes PulseChain special. There is a cult here. There is a cult. You guys don't even, no one even cares about these other chains, man. It doesn't make you feel anything. It doesn't have the edge. It doesn't have the Richard Hart story. Doesn't have the Hex story there. It doesn't have the streamers, the content creators. It doesn't have a fluffy microphone. It doesn't have a doctor or a pirate. It doesn't have these. It doesn't even have PulseX with a buy and burn. It doesn't have a green logo incentive token. They don't have PDI or PWBTC. Unstable coins that might become stable. They have got none of that, dude. Literally none of that. I don't get. Friends, I'm here 18 hours a day. If they had anything like that, I would be rotating yesterday. They don't. They literally got nothing. You're just another layer 2 chain trying to like do some little gimmick thing that no one cares about, right? There's some other DeFi projects you can look at here, friends, as well. If you're curious, you can check out this holder revenue as price to earnings. So a bigger number means you're more expensive. Surprise, surprise. Jupiter on Solana is 140. My gosh. You know what that means, friends? That means it takes 140 years as a holder. So at today's prices, if you buy it, what money you earn from buying $1 of the token, it'll take you 140 years to make back your money. Okay. So normally, you know, companies trade from anywhere like a 15 to 25 PE on the stock market. That's what they do. And they're compounding around that. So Hyperliquid's at 13 here. There's some ones that are really low here. These are really cheap. Pharaoh, Shadow, Boop. I don't know what they are, but if you can get in, maybe they're worth considering. Pancake Swap, I guess it's really cheap as well. The thing, though, is a lot of them as well, it's holder revenue. A lot of them, not all the tokens are out. So you just got to pick up. But yeah, I just want to show you this data out here. If you're curious, you like any of these, look how cheap GMX is, 7.7. So yeah, everything in crypto is cheap, man. And here is like another display of these. Market cap to PE, 140. These things are really cheap. Pharaoh, Shadow, Thena, Pancake Swap, Velodrome. Yeah, so Radium out here. So everything's cheap, man. Everything. Not Jupiter. Okay, Jupiter's just finding ways to, I guess, dump because they already did their airdrop. They already did their airdrop for Jupiter and Pendle. They're all done out here. But most stuff is cheap, man. Isn't that crazy? It's just like you think in crypto, because you think most stuff is expensive. No, it's not. And everything's cheap. Everything's cheap on every single metric and valuation stuff out here. So where to from now? I'm going to show you the Bitcoin price chart on the weekly. Uncle Bobby thinks perhaps, you know, it's all over at 125. It could be it. Same as blockchain backer. But personally, friends, I look, I love you all. I'm just, man, I'm thinking, I have Jeet phobia. Jeet phobia is the rational fear of selling the low. You're jeeting out at the low. Because, bro, like, this crypto industry is worth 10 trillion. I don't care who I'm talking to. It's worth 10 trillion, man. You're giving stupid valuations to other stuff out there in the world. We're worth 10 trillion to me, okay? Right now, we're at 3.2 trillion. All right, so I don't know how we're going to get to 10 trillion. Are they going to mint a $7 billion stablecoin? I don't know how, okay? I do believe we're going to get there. Bitcoin, Ethereum, friends, the president likes us. It's everything. BlackRock's in. You know what I mean? Like, everything is saying we're the future. Everything. All right? AI and crypto, we'll see. Hopefully, we do go through this believer cycle stuff here. Has it been a tough cycle? Pain-wise, yeah. Anxiety-wise, we haven't even started the real anxiety. You know, like, the real anxiety is probably going to start up here. Everyone thinks it's over. I'm like, bro, I didn't hold. I don't care if you go to zero. I did not hold the crypto industry for the past 4 years to give up a 5 trillion market cap. I didn't. That's an abomination to me. Right? I'd rather watch it go to zero personally than to do that. It's kind of like, friends, have you ever tried to sell a car secondhand? You'll always get like one guy, let's say trying to sell a car for like 20 grand. There's someone comes in like, oh yeah, I'll give you 8 for it. Like, you know what? But I'd literally rather watch it burn to the floor than give it to you for something that low. Just give it away for free like that, you know? So believe a cycle. So I think somehow we're just going to get up there. I don't know what it's going to be. Bitcoin treasury bubble, crypto IPO bubble, meme coin super cycle, stable coin super cycle, or maybe all of them. We'll see. Like, subscribe, belly button, all. Catch you in the next one.